Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at yet another nanocore in Eve Echoes, and this time we're going with the Thermomagnetic Storm Core 2. I believe I've got the name for that one right. So in these videos, all we're going to be doing is going over some nanocores and discussing are they any good, are they any bad, should you get them, and letting you know what makes certain nanocores unique. And yes, I did ask in the comment section in the last video for people to give me their suggestions for what nanocore they want me to cover in the future, but I figured I'd start with this one because we are literally going back to the beginning with this. Well, not technically the beginning, but let's get the ball rolling, shall we? So whilst I load up the correct tab, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy these videos, and we're going to start off by going to where exactly you can get this nanocore in Eve Echoes. So of course, if you head over to the New Eden store, head over to the Concord Pass shop, you'll notice, and I've already bought them up for this month, these decoding keys. If you buy up all of these keys every month and head over to Nanocore Collection, every 60 activations, so it's going to take you a couple of months to get enough keys for this, you can open up enough of these boxes to get a guaranteed one of those. So if we scroll all the way to the bottom, it's a very long list, we'll see that you will be granted a Battleship Thermomagnetic Storm and Ascension Nanocore option supply box every 60 times that you open this. So you're guaranteed within a couple of months of opening this to get the Thermomagnetic Storm Core 2. And of course, if we scroll all the way back up to the top, we'll see that it is also dropped in here as a random drop. So you might not even have to wait 2 months. This is a pretty good nanocore because you can get it for free. Now, you could probably get it faster if you paid for the regular pass, but you don't have to. You can get this one for free, which makes it a good place to start, of course, for these videos. So what makes the Thermomagnetic Storm Core so particularly special then? Well, let's have a quick look, and I'm going to start off with the Apocalypse, because yes, I'm an Amar pilot, and it seems to be incredibly popular for doing Dormant Realm 2s, and you'll see why in a sec. So let's have a look. What we have going on here is the Apocalypse Thermomagnetic Storm Core 2 has 3 different attributes for increasing your damage within the game. 3 different attributes, not one. The majority of nanocores that we look at, and we can have a quick look at the Ascension one for the bowl gun. You'll notice here, you only get 1 damage attribute. Just the one, 18% laser damage. So you'd think, okay, well you only get to choose one of them anyway. So you might be forgiven for thinking that this Thermomagnetic Storm Core 2 is a lot less flexible. And it is. You don't get to choose extra armor, flight speed, inertia modifier, any of that. It's just raw damage. And of course, if we look at the secondary attributes, the first thing we see is bonus turret damage up to 9%. Of course, then we get a couple of generic things, more turret thermal damage in this case. Back to generics, turret damage again. So we've already got 3 options to increase our turret damage before we get to the final attribute, whereby you're going to be spending a lot of blue balls just getting the large pulse or large beam laser damage. So the final secondary attribute is going to cost you a lot of resources if you actually go that far. I personally didn't. I stopped at this particular one here, turrets EM damage. But going back to the primary attribute, what makes the primary attributes for this nanocore so special? And that is something that was released a lot later than these particular nanocores, and that is the golden nanocore, or the AI nanocore, whatever you want to call it. I prefer to call it the golden nanocore because the AI feature comes after that. That's something you have to unlock after the fact. So now we're going to go into the fittings menu and load up the horrifically slow nanocore selection screen, because as you can see right now, and I might have to shimmy to the right side, there we go, as you can see right there, if I can point in the right direction, is the golden nanocore that I have fitted to my Apocalypse Navy issue, and there we go, it's loaded. So as you can see, we're going to have a look here Basic attributes, yeah, so I chose the 18% laser damage flat across the board. But if we scroll down to the golden section, I also chose laser EM damage plus 22.5%. What that means is that because I've upgraded it to the golden standard, I can pick 2 of those attributes. Now, if we went back to those other nanocores that'd take me forever to load right now, we'd notice that it's exceptionally rare that you get 2 damage attributes to choose from. And when you're going golden and you want to get as much damage as possible, having 2 damage options is a brilliant call. So that is what makes the Thermomagnetic Storm Core 2 so particularly great. And as we can see here for the basic attributes, you get even more options to generate more damage, because of course we've got 9% turret damage, we've got 11.2% turret thermal damage, and another 11.2% turret EM damage. That's just for this apocalypse. And if we head back, I know at the moment I've got a pretty well upgraded golden core, at least I consider it pretty well. I'm sure someone in the comment section's got a better upgraded golden core, but anyway, as we can see right now, thanks to this nanocore, cold, and yes, this is a Dormant Realm 2 fit, don't go doing PvP in this whatsoever, please guys. Cold without anything activated, not even the siege module, 4096 DPS. A lot of that heavy lifting is being done by this nanocore. In fact, if we were to head back into the nanocore screen and just unequip it, let's unequip this nanocore just to see how far it drops, and then hopefully after this video I'll actually remember to re-equip it, because I'm really bad at remembering these things. So let's just head over and disassemble this nanocore ever so quickly. There we go, that's done. It should load into the fitting screen quickly enough. And yeah, I need to reload the fitting screen because it's actually remembering the previous attributes. So there we go, we've got a nice lovely look at the incredibly ugly skin that the Apocalypse Navy issue comes at by default, and 2626 DPS. That's a drop of a what? 1400 DPS? That nanocore does a lot of heavy lifting. So that's what this nanocore is all about, just raw damage, getting that raw damage out there. Get a couple of smaller attribute buffs here and there, but it's primarily built around getting raw damage. Now, there are other nanocores with special abilities that allow you to get more damage out of them, whether it be by reducing your defences or other means, but this one doesn't have an ability. This is just flat damage, no complications, nice and easy, which is why it's so popular, especially for ratting at range or going into Dormant Realm 2. So that is this nanocore. We've discussed how you can get a hold of it, also what it does, but let's have a look at some more examples, because what we haven't covered is what ships the Thermomagnetic Storm Core can actually, you know, be equipped to. Because one thing that is particularly annoying with this Storm Core is your faction battleships like your Bolgorn, because I was looking for this before the video started, because I was thinking I could do with this nanocore for my Bolgorn, but I couldn't find it. I could not find this for a Bolgorn. So let's have a quick look at what ships are available for the Thermomagnetic Storm Core, because as we've discussed, it's rather limited. It's a great nanocore, but it's rather limited. So let's start at the beginning. So Apocalypse, Abaddon, Armageddon, Rock, Raven, Scorpion, Megathron, Hyperion, Dominix, Tempest, Maelstrom, and Typhoon. So what we're looking at there is the majority, if not all, of the regular battleships, those being for Amar, Galente, Minmatar, and Caldari. None for the pirate factions. When it comes to the pirate factions, we end up with the Ascension nanocores in this particular case, which, as we all know, aren't particularly great. They're well known for being bright orange, which, yeah, can be a little bit annoying. But anyway, that is the Thermomagnetic Storm Core. If you do come across one of these boxes, do not dispose of it. Do not dispose of this box. When you come across a battleship that you want to get as much damage out of as possible, and you're not willing to spend money on those better nanocores that have special modes, this is the one to pick. This is the one to pick. But anyway, that is the Thermomagnetic Stormcore up and dressed. Again, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to support this channel, feel free to hit that I did so well with this video without losing my words or getting tongue twisted. And then I was about to come out with some kind of like, subscribe, one word garbage that my brain just spat out. Oh well, I managed to stop myself there. If you like these things, hit like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below what nanocore you want me to do next. The next nanocore that I do will be something that's in this comment section. Hopefully it'll be one of those ones that I managed to get randomly from the Nanocore Lucky Box, because otherwise I'm just going to be having to go off of other people's screenshots when it comes to the special modes. But we'll see, we'll see. Thanks again for watching everyone, and see you all in the next video. Cheers.